Well, hey there, folks. I just wanted to throw this out there. From time to time, someone will ask me what I recommend, like as far as where would I recommend getting a power supply, or where would I recommend, buying a CB amplifier, or who would I recommend tuning one of my radios for me, etc. and so on. And I just wanted to throw this out there. From my experience, and only my experience, hands down, Jim at 307 amps. That's the only guy I would ever have build or repair an amplifier for me, at least at this time. I mean, there's no one that I've personally spoken to or have had build me an amplifier that I've been happier with. And his customer service, I've said this before, it's second to none. It's not like I live in the same town as Jim, I go over to his house, or I talk to him every day. That's not the case. I just know a good thing when I see it, and I like to support people who do a good job and, who have done good for me. And for me, 307 all the way. You want an amplifier or a power supply built? In my opinion, that's the man for you. People ask me where I would send my radios. Um, I've tried a couple people in the past, and to be honest, I haven't been happy with what I've really seen. And, the couple of CB shops I've went to or used to go to, I've never been really happy, and most people I know who have went there really haven't been that happy, to be honest. Um, from what I hear and what I see, I can recommend a guy to you. Um, I haven't used him yet. I was going to send him a striker in, my brand new striker in the box. I called him on the phone. I was going to send it into him, but we decided to wait because I ended up not using that radio in one of my mobiles, and I ended up using a badass Galaxy 959B that I bought from a guy in Puerto Rico, and it just works perfect in there. So that's the only reason I haven't sent the striker out to him. And when one day I probably will send it out to him. But I've never personally sent him anything. But I've heard the radios he's done. He's done radios for Jim 307. He's done radios for a lot of other people. And I've read the comments, and I've heard some radios. I've talked to him on his radio back in Georgia. And from talking to the man on the phone for about 20 minutes or 25 minutes, you either get a good vibe about someone or you don't. I'm going to tell you guys, this is why I originally sent an amplifier to Jim at 307 for repair. Jim was just, getting started. I guess he's been out there for a few months, starting to build small amps. And I just called him one day to see what he thought about repairing this amp that I've had multiple other people try to repair, and it's never went well. Tired of spending money, tired of people not listening to me. I called the guy, I got his voicemail, and within 3 minutes he called me back. And we probably talked for 20 or 25 minutes. He listened to everything I say. He didn't cut me off. He didn't talk over me. He didn't tell me I didn't know what I was talking about. Super down-to-earth guy. I just got a really good vibe about him. I mean, I didn't know Jim from anybody, As far as I know, I could have sent my amp to him and, never seen it again. He could have kept it. It's not the type of guy he is, though. He did a fantastic job. He repaired that amp better than anyone else that's been in it. And I was just so happy with the whole experience and the time he got it done and the shipping. And, I'm going to tell you guys this. It got damaged in shipping on the way back, and it wasn't his fault. And he spent like 2 or 3 hours of his time on the phone with the United States Postal Service, making sure that everything would get taken care of. That's just the type of guy he was. Well, after that, I had him build me 12 pill. Haven't even hooked it up yet, guys. It's been sitting here for months. Haven't even hooked it up. I'm not worried about it. I know when I hook it up, it's going to work. And if there's a problem with it, all I got to do is call him. But there's not going to be a problem with it. Then I had him build me a 4 pill, a 1x4, and then my buddy 191 just had him build a 2x6. We just got that in the mail the other day. His builds are top notch. So that's how I got hooked up with Jim. And then from Jim, I learned of Morgan at 350 Radio. That's the fellow in Georgia. And I'm just going to tell you like this. I heard a radio Jim was talking on, and I don't know where he got the radio from, but I heard it. Heard it on Skipland. We talked. Me in Northern Nevada, Jim in he's in Wyoming. And then a couple weeks later, we talked again on Skip, and I'm like, whoa, what did you do to that radio? That thing is just booming in like 10 times louder than it was last time. Oh, I sent this radio off to 350 Radio. Well, who's 350 Radio? Morgan. Oh, I'm going to have to check him out. Okay? So I heard it with my own ears. Sounded good. So then I called Morgan. Talked to him. Like I said, I probably wasted 20 minutes of his time because I didn't end up sending him the radio as of yet. But don't worry, we will in the future. I've got a couple people around here that are going to be sending radios his way. But once again, just from talking to this Morgan on the phone, I got a real good vibe. And if you get a good vibe about someone, you know, usually it's pretty good. If you get an iffy feeling, run. I'm telling you, just run. So anyways, I could tell Morgan knew what he was talking about. He said all the right things, you know, and that's the guy that I would want to do my radio. So I can confidently say, based on radios I've heard, other people that I know who have had work done through him, that's the man right there if you want a radio done. Get a hold of Morgan Writings, and he's 350 Radio. He's in Georgia. Just Google 350 Radio. You'll find it. Got some truckers talking. So anyways, those are the two guys I would recommend. Jim for amplifiers, power supplies. Morgan for your radio needs. You know, if you want to take one of these strikers like this, you know, that hardly do any RMS watts, you know, and you want it swinging, you know, 120 watts, 35 watts RMS, you know, Morgan's the guy for that. I mean, I know there's a lot more guys out there that do great work on radio, but for me, that's the guy I would use. So that takes care of radios, amps, and power supplies. And for the rest of the stuff, man, shoot, I don't know. I think that really takes care of most of it. I mean, you know, this might change in the future. Maybe I'll find someone I like better, but I doubt it. As long as Jim keeps building, and if I need amps in the future, that's the guy for me. And that's where it is. So I hope this video helps some guys. And, you know, if you guys have, you know, radio builders you like, you know, that you've used personally that have done a real good job for you, go ahead and throw it in the comment. You know, I don't mind. You know, if you got an amp builder that you think did real good, you know, and he did real clean work, I don't mind. Throw it in the comment. If you have a video of it, go ahead and link your video in the comments. I don't care. I mean, the more the merrier. You know, we all need to find out, you know, who's doing a good job and building these things right. But more than anything, customer service is where it's at, man. That's my opinion. Customer service is the most important thing. And I'm telling you, with 307, you got customer service that you're not going to find anywhere. He bends over backwards for his customers, and that's about to come to an end. Because, well, there's a bunch of idiots out there that are going to ruin it for everyone. But, you know, him and Morgan, they're doing some pretty good things in the amp and radio world. So that would be my advice. And if you guys have your own guys you like, throw it in the comments, man. Like I say, let's see what's going on out there. Let's help people get the best service they can get. All right, y'all be good.